Let's go look at Hoffman, which I think is, if memory serves, isn't she an Elbing? Yes, this isn't. No, this is an up-tiered, whatever the 9 is. Schulz. This is the same hull and turret arrangement as a Schulz, so she's an up-tiered Schulz. Okay, so what am I getting for my steel? Smoke, engine boost, defensive fire, and hydro. 6-kilometer hydro versus smoke engine. Okay, so I'm getting German hydro. That feels pretty good. I'm getting this exact same main battery. Have they nerfed the guns at all? Over here, we're 6.5-second reload, but that's with MBM3. So if I put MBM3 in, the reload's going to be pretty close. It's going to be pretty comparable, I'm thinking. Okay, so it's the reload the same, 11.2. Should be the shell, like the shells and everything should be the same. I think I'm running range mods over here, in the, like, right? Yeah, okay, so that's where some of the range difference is coming from. Move him out. Okay, so I'm straight up getting less range. Yeah, it's weird, Striker. The fact that my Citadel goes all the way to the stern, like, what is that garbage? Okay, so I have less range. I get the hydro. The torpedoes are the same? Let's see, 2x5, 12 kilometers. These torpedoes, they look better. They are better. They're faster. They have the same range, but they're faster. That automatically makes them better. They don't hit quite as hard, but 66 knots is pretty good. In fact, aren't these almost the same torps you get on Z52? Those are the Steinwalds, so it's close. It's close. Okay, so you're getting better torpedoes, but less gun range. Your A is probably the same. 517, 946. No, your A is better on a Hoffman. I've got more mid range. I put more of the I've got more of the Garats. These German 55 millimeter dual mounts are really, really good mid range guns, and I've got 4 of them on here. Versus the only one I have on Schulz is back here. Schulz has more of the quad 30 mils. Okay, so I've got better AA. Okay. To go with my defensive fire. More flak, probably. Hopefully more flak. Ooh, only 2 puffs? That's terrible. Yeah, same garbage flak. The 6-kilometer hydro is a huge selling point for me. Because one of the things that the spahkreuzers drive me crazy about, right, the high end of this line, is that they don't have the hydro. And it's like, you're a German destroyer. Why don't you have hydro? Okay. This is not bad. This has some appeal. This is going to play in same health pool. A little more. 300 more HP. I feel like this ship is going to play closer to Z52 because of the hydro. You've got the smoke hydro trick. Let's see, where's my Elbing captain? Let's just plug him in for a minute and see what we get. Did I have Superintendent? I did not. This is a boat that's going to live and die by its consumables, right? I feel like... put him back in Elbing. Put him back over here. Let me grab my Z52 captain, because he is going to have Superintendent, right? He should. Where are you? Z52. Here we go. Hans Zimmer. That's right. Hans is my Z52 captain. He does have Superintendent. Flood chance on the torps. I would probably... I don't have the points. Eventually, I might go reload on the torps. Interesting. Okay. 28,000 HP, now 4. Okay. All right. This starts to feel a little better. Now, what I haven't done here is I haven't buffed the gun range. I might need a specific captain for this ship. Let me finish up a couple of things here. What's the maneuverability like? I don't know. I feel like I need the steering gears mod. Although, no. These things accelerate slowly. Let's go propulsion. Curly, the best advice... So you're right. You cannot play the spahkreuzer line like other destroyers. The detection is too high. They have too much help. They can be bullies, but they can really only be bullies in the right situations, right? Does that make sense? So my suggestion When you play them in a random, if you play them in a div, they work really effective in a div with another destroyer who has better detection, because you can back him up, right? You play about a kilometer and a half behind him, you play off of cap circles in the early game. You let him move up and be in the cap circle, but you're backing him up with your guns and all the other tools you have. That can be highly effective. If you're playing them solo, it's a lot more challenging. I think you have to play them where you voluntarily, something like that, Curly. That'd be a good pairing. I feel like you have to pick them, you have to take them and marry them to, you have to find another destroyer on your team and go and just like, hey, you're my new buddy, and play behind him. The Hoffman, Forrest Sherman, in my opinion, a lot of these high tier destroyers that have like 6.5 to 7.5 kilometer detection and aren't French, right? The height of the Italian line, I think, has to play this way. You want to pair up with another destroyer and play about a kilometer or two behind him and be ready to back him up when he gets entangled. That's personally how I think. I think that's a good way of tackling them. No, you. Sure. We'll need the health. We'll take the fire chance. I don't expect to get a lot of use out of it, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Let's send you back to Z52. I need to kit out a specific commander for this, because I need one with superintendent and gun range. So let's just grab here, this guy. Okay, so my standard is, I want to start with that. Do I care about ammo swaps? I mean, 6.5 second ammo swap would be pretty good. I don't really feel like I need the torpedo speed. I feel like 1 adrenaline rush, 1 point. Okay. I probably will go gun feeder, truth be told, although the turret traverse would also be pretty good. Turret traverse or gun feeder? Let's go turret traverse. I feel like I'm going to get more use out of the turret traverse. Okay. That feels pretty good. You're welcome. Curly, what I'm going to, if you play a lot of solo games, the heavier destroyers will frustrate you. It is an unfortunate side effect of just the style of play that they're kind of forced into. You don't have to like it, but that's kind of the way they work, in my opinion. Okay, and then I need to put a big German flag on this thing. There we go. Auf Deutsche. All right, let's do it. Now, I do like the fact that I have the 6-kilometer hydro. I feel like that was something that Elbing and her sister ships have always missed. It almost forces you to play them very differently, right? I've been playing... Yeah, you have to treat them like a large, like an oversized destroyer or an undersized light cruisers. They're in that in-between space. After Grunty got me to buy the unique upgrade for Elbing, I feel like with the unique upgrade, Elbing has a really, really interesting and unique identity in the game. With her range and the accuracy of the guns and so on and so on and so forth. This ship, I don't know yet. We'll see. I like her torpedo armament better. Her torpedoes are simply straight up better. Are they going to be good enough? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, I'm a 6.4 detection with a 6-kilometer hydro bubble.
Let's do this.
No planes in this match. 1 radar to keep an eye out for. I wish I had a heal, but I don't. Life goes on. Very nice, Grant. Kaga, did you have a Kaga before? Kaga's a good boat. Kaga is, truth be told, one of the easier carriers to play. I do not want to be the only destroyer in mid. This is a terrible place for me to be. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move up. We're going to play along the top of the B cap for a spell, but we are not going into this cap. Hoffman is much better HE than Elbing. I didn't look that close, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, Curly, you're right. Like, Legendary Mod Elbing is honestly one of the more entertaining ships in the game to play. She's so unique. There's almost no other ship in the game that plays like Elbing does with that upgrade. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging, but in a good way, right? Not like, oh, I hate this ship challenge. It's like, okay, I have to give myself time to figure this boat out kind of challenge. Oh, I'm loving this torpedo range. I'm loving all of it. All right, I got one on... Nice. Everybody's getting boats out of their fancy containers. You have Kaga. Okay. Very nice, Grant. That's a good gig. Okay, so the Allende is going to run off and leave me, which feels pretty awful. What's my reload on these torps? It looks like it's pretty good. 80 seconds. That's not bad. For these torps, that is not bad. All right, Cossack and Harugamo on the other flank. That means I'm looking at Oosterjutland and or Shimakaze up here in front of me. Now, if it's the Shima, I could actually bully a Shima if he chooses to fight here. He outspots me huge, but I have other advantages. Yep, and there he is. And somehow I outspot him. Ooh, 6 on target. That feels bad for you, man. All right, so now this Shimakaze has a tremendously irritating problem for him. I have 6-kilometer hydro. The Oosterjutland's getting his face melted at A. I'm super happy about this. I'm going to get my guns flipped, and we're going to go Shimakaze hunting. It's going to be hilarious. What is up, my dude? How we doing? You're firing them in the wrong direction, my friend. He has no idea where I am. This island is just high enough that everyone is split, that he can't spot me. And all your torpedoes are behind me. If he can spot me, that means I can get shells over. Well, with your torpedoes down, you don't frighten me anymore, man. Wrecked. Goodbye. Alright, I'm on the Alaska radar. Let's finish up the cap. And then we're going to go cap A while we're at it.
Much better.
Who we got? Shobo! Busta! Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Alright, radar's over. Excellent. Let's finish capping B, then we're going to go cap A. So, once we knew the Shima was most likely to be in mid, that guy doesn't frighten me. That guy I can bully because I have a lot more HP than he does. How interesting. Am I the one spotting the Iowa? I think the Groningen might have line of sight to him, but I don't know. Let's just vomit some torps off in that direction. And then we're gonna go try and cap A. Should be able to. I'm not the one spotting the Iowa. Alright. Okay, so we're tied up on ships, but we still have... No, we don't have more destroyers in our pockets. We're down a battleship. That feels pretty awful. They're about to be down a battleship, though. Okay, we're going to get flipped around, because there's no way that I'm going out in front of all those ships in the other direction. Plus, that Cleveland is coming, and I don't want to be here when he gets here. We definitely want to... We're definitely going to do some Star Trek ops as well. That's 100% on the to-do list this evening. The Cleveland is not as close as I thought he was, which is good for me, I suppose. We're going to finish this cap, then we are speed boosting the hell out of here. The last thing I want to do is wander into a random Cleveland who's just magically showed up on my butt. Let's go. Time to get the hell out of here, boys. Let's go. All right. Well, that feels pretty good right now. I kind of liking this boat right now. Not gonna lie. B.A. Turpitz. I have no idea what that is. Hawk or an IGN battlecruiser? You know what? I'm still grinding the 8. What's the 8 battlecruiser? What's the tier 8 Japanese battlecruiser? I don't remember. I'm still grinding it, whatever it is. I'll play that. Probably take it into rank. She's not that bad, honestly. She's accurate. She's squishy, but accurate. Let's get some eyes back here and see what these clowns are up to.
Welcome
Dudes do.
to Jurassic Park.
Who is that? Travis with the follow. Welcome in. Thank you kindly. I feel like the Alsace is going to burn down. Brest looks like he's going to move up. Let's leave him a present. Don't know what I'm going to get out of those torps. Possibly nothing, but we're going to find out the hard way. Yeah, 100%. 100%, BT. I really think you can absolutely do some streamy fun with this thing. I'm going to land some torps on this Brest. I'm just not sure how many. Not as many as I would like, probably. Well, only the one, it looks like. Yep, just the one. Feels bad. All right. Looks like they sent the Cleveland into the cap. Yeah, Cleveland's an A. Now, I'm pretty alone down here. The one advantage I've got kind of going for me is that I can sort of bully these guys a little bit. We have such a ridiculous lead. I'm kind of not sure what these guys think they're going to get away with. Okay, this Holland has chosen a very, very, very bold and possibly suicidal maneuver, but he's going to get away with it. How interesting. Oh, little Harugamo. Pretty sure you're dead with that salvo. Yep. Now we can head back to mid. I wanted to make sure we got rid of the destroyers back here. Mr. Lomo, thank you for the follow. Yumahari, that's it, Big Terp. Yes, I'm still grinding Yumahari, because I'm lazy. Okay, so, I think I like this one, guys. It's interesting to me that, it feels like it does some things that Elbing should have, and doesn't. And so it's interesting because it's different, right? I like that it's different. Unique upgrade Elbing is going to play more long range. This boat, with the smoke and the hydro and everything, it can be a little more of a brawler if it wants to be, if it chooses to be. Doesn't have to be, but it can do.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Now, she's not super quick, but yeah. I like it. So BT, you talk about class leading HE. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that because I did not compare the HE shells. I just apparently incorrectly assumed that the HE would be roughly equivalent to what Elbing already gets. Like, why would they change the shells? But what you're telling me is they did change the shells, which is really fascinating when you get down to it. I mean, it almost feels like this ship has the dispersion mod built in. Look at the groupings I'm getting. This is wild.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
I mean, the other team is definitely a little salty about the quality of their team. Me, I'm fine. I think we've done okay this game. Feels like we've done pretty good work, ladies and gentlemen. Huh. Yeah, the accuracy is crazy. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like a unique upgrade, Elbing is the same way. Like, you have insane accuracy. But this accuracy with this HE gives you some really interesting possibilities against opposing destroyers. I shouldn't be top tier. Our Delaware, like, took the game off. What is this garbage? Good for this Tirpitz. But I like that. If you like Elbing, I think there's definitely something to like here. There's definitely something to like here, because she's just different enough. Now, I want to look at these guns again. Okay. 38 mils.